Hello, my name is Tony Litt. I'm the MD of Sunrise Radio, and it's my immense pleasure to bring you the official Sunrise Radio podcast. We are the #1 commercial Asian station in the United Kingdom, with many firsts to our name, and we continue to be the voice of British Asians who have given us their love and loyalty over 30 years. It's a legacy we cherish and a responsibility that we don't take lightly. Our aim has always been to entertain the listeners with the best of Bollywood and Bhangra, while also addressing their concerns. A real voice for the community, a vibrant community, and a great nation. We are proud to be British and Asian. This podcast is a compilation of some of the things we do on the station, with a stellar lineup of presenters who each have their own personality and style. It's entertaining, informative, engaging, and we hope you will enjoy it here as a podcast if you are unable to tune in to the radio. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your family and friends about this podcast, and do leave us a comment on what you think. We'd love to hear from you. All the best always. Team Sunrise.
The UK's biggest station mix. Sunrise Radio.
Hello, this is Sonia Datta. Today we're pleased to welcome Yasmin Harun from the Muslimah Sports Association. She joins us to discuss the This Girl Can campaign, an initiative that's encouraged nearly 4 million women to take part in physical activity. Yasmin Harun has been working in international banking for over 20 years. She has always had a passion for sports and was captain of the athletics, hockey, rounders, netball and football teams, representing at the county level. Yasmin is a director at the London FA and the FA Council representative. She also serves as an independent director at British Fencing, founder and chair of Muslimah Sports Association. Yasmin, welcome to Sunrise Radio.
Thank you for having me on.
Can you tell us about the This Girl Can, We Like the Way You Move campaign?
Yeah, so This Girl Can's on a mission to narrow the gender activity gap. So like you say, it's been going on since January 2015, and we've inspired nearly over 4 million women to engage in physical activity. But what we want to do now is target the underrepresented women from different backgrounds who are less likely to be active. So in particular, those women with lower incomes, especially South Asian Muslim women, Black women, older women and pregnant women, and also those that have children under 1 year old. So the campaign really focuses on women that we want to take everyone along with us on that journey. We don't want to leave anyone behind. So we want everyone to move, just like, even if it's like for 10 minutes a day, that's what we want them to do. So regardless of your background, regardless of how active you are, we want you to move for 10 minutes.
And Yasmin, how did you become involved in the campaign?
So I was part of the South Asian advisory group. There's 6 of us, and we've been doing this advisory group for over a year now. Just advising This Girl Can and the marketing campaign, just about which women to engage, how to shape that campaign and to get more women active. So we wanted to target, so the people in the advert, we wanted them to look relatable to all women. So not to have the perfect body shape, not have the perfect lives, but we wanted them to be ordinary women that everyone can relate to. And that's the sort of advice we were given to shape the campaign.
And why is this new phase of the campaign important?
The research really shows that, we're really underrepresented, especially South Asian women. So it's something like 50% of women from this background are not active at the moment. So we want them to engage. And like I say, even if it's 10 minutes a day that they start with, we want them to start moving, because at the moment, what we're seeing with that research is that they're not being active at all, and they're getting left behind. So not only are they doing their physical activity, the physical activity is not being engaged, but they're also mental well-being as well, emotional well-being, that all of that is being affected. So just by doing 10 minutes a day, all of that will improve.
Absolutely. It's all interconnected, isn't it?
It is.
What would you say is stopping women from being active? I'm guessing there's a multitude of reasons.
Yeah, so the research has shown that many of these women who take the first step to be active, they normally go into this space like an activity or the gym or even the park, and they feel really unwelcome. So that first experience of maybe a dance class or aerobics or something, they go away feeling like they weren't welcomed in that space. So then they're not going to go back into that space. So what we're asking the sports industry to think about is making that first session really welcoming, thinking about the cultural backgrounds that they've come from, and adapting those spaces to making it a women-only space, having child-friendly spaces, thinking about the music that they're using to make it more welcoming. Just really thinking about the challenges and barriers that our women face to make them more engaged and make it more accessible, really, because that's what the research has shown, is that they don't feel welcomed in these spaces at the moment.
And what else will help women get motivated to be more active?
There's a knock-on effect and then a ripple effect for loads of things. So if you're feeling well within yourself, then obviously that has a knock-on effect with your work, your family, the people around you, and you just feel really confident in yourself. So that's, it's not just one area of your life, it has a knock-on effect on everything that you do.
Sure. And can you share how you started to get active yourself, or how you got involved in sports, maybe?
Yeah, so I started Muslimah Sports Association in 2008. I was very active at school. I played a lot of sports, football, rounders, athletics, hockey, team captain for most of it. And then after I left school, I found that there wasn't a space for me wearing the hijab that I could play and continue my sports. So after I got married and had my kids, I just felt that there was something missing. So I started MSA and started to sort of, like with basketball, trying to engage other Muslim women. And slowly women started to join, and then they asked for more sports. So now we deliver around 15 activities a week in Redbridge, in Ilford. And that's how I started, because I wanted more Muslim women to be engaged in sports and not just, go to the gym or go to the park, but also do physical sports, so structured sports such as football, basketball, badminton, and just moving that 10 minutes a day really does help, and getting engaged into a sport where maybe you played in school or you never got the opportunity to do, and then try something new. And then we've seen that not only does the sports become secondary, but the social aspect of it all becomes the first thing that draws them to the sports activity, because they're building those friendships.
Of course. What kind of impact is your organisation making in the community? And can you share any stories of women who have joined your group or organisation?
Yeah, so we've made such an impact in terms of the things that we offer. So we offer unconventional sports as well, such as golf, rowing, we've done dragon boat racing, we've done fencing. So we've given our women an opportunity to try different sports that they maybe wouldn't have got the opportunity otherwise. And we had one particular lady who she's 78 years old, and we did some cycling classes, and it was always her dream to ride a bike, learn how to ride a bike. But her parents, her dad and her brothers in particular, didn't think riding a bike was for girls back in Pakistan. So when we offered this class to try and learn how to ride a bike, and she was successful, it was her dream come true. And sort of like hearing those type of stories, because I took it for granted. I learned when I was 5 years old. I thought everybody knew how to ride a bike. But when I found out women in our community, they weren't allowed to learn to ride a bike. It wasn't that they weren't given the opportunity. They weren't allowed to. And so that kind of thing makes it really worthwhile, me giving them the opportunity to try different sports activities. So we've had women that have come into football, then become coaches. We've had the dragon boat team who come together, never been on a boat before, but now doing competitions. We've had women who, tried running for the first time, now do marathons. And, that kind of journey that they've been on has been so worthwhile. And that's what sports can do. It opens up a world of other things that they can do, but never had the opportunity of trying before.
This really is incredibly motivating. Yasmin, thank you so much for speaking with me today and sharing some really useful information and tips for our listeners.
Thank you. And if you want to learn more about the This Girl Can campaign, just go on with Google and type it in, and it would give you loads of tips of how to get started, and loads of ways that you can be involved in the campaign as well.
Amazing. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
That was Yasmin Harun from Muslimah Sports Association talking to us about the This Girl Can campaign. A few quick reminders. Just 10 minutes of movement can make you feel good by boosting your energy, sleep, confidence and mood. It doesn't matter how you choose to move as long as it brings you joy. A walk in the park, dancing with friends, or a bike ride with the family. Search This Girl Can to learn more and join the conversation.
The lady with an infectious laugh. You know who it is. Sonia Dutta, Monday to Friday, between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. to keep you smiling.
It's your award-winning breakfast show with Paul Shah on your award-winning Sunrise Radio. And the time has now come. I promised you I was going to do this, so we're going to do this right here and right now. Sunrise Radio is proud to announce the launch of 2 brand new radio stations from the 5th of November, expanding our network and bringing even more choice to listeners across the UK. So, let's get going with the big one then, okay? I'd like to introduce you to Sunrise Hits, the UK's smoothest Asian hits. Now, get ready for a national rollout of what Londoners already love. Sunrise Hits will take everything that made Sunrise Smooth so popular, the finest blend of contemporary and easy listening Asian hits, and make it available nationwide on DAB+. The same great music that you love with Sunrise Smooth, just with a brand new name. It's called Sunrise Hits, the UK's smoothest Asian hits. And once again, from the 5th of November, you'll be able to listen to Sunrise Hits nationwide on DAB. That's the big one. That's the national station we're launching on the 5th of November. But we still got one more station as well. From the 5th of November, we will be launching a new station in London on DAB+. That radio station will be called Sunrise Retro, London's retro Asian mix. You can rewind to the golden era of Asian music with Sunrise Retro, celebrating timeless Bollywood and Punjabi classics from pre-2000. It's the soundtrack to your memories, the melodies that you grew up with and the songs that define generations. Again, Sunrise Retro, London's retro Asian mix, will be available on DAB+ in London. But there is one more thing as well. Also on the 5th of November, Sunrise Radio makes a big jump from DAB to DAB+ nationally. Why are we doing this? Because you get so much better sound on DAB+. And it's the way the industry's moving. It's the way that technology's moving. It's improved so much, and we want to keep up with that as well. So we're going to be moving over to DAB+ from the 5th of November, Sunrise Radio. So there you go. You've got 3 big announcements there. You've got the launch nationally of Sunrise Hits, the UK's smoothest Asian hits. It's Sunrise Smooth, just with a brand new name, and it's on DAB+ nationwide. You've got Sunrise Retro, London's retro Asian mix on DAB+ in London, playing you all your classic songs that you love and grew up with, and Sunrise Radio moving over to the better sound quality of DAB+ from the 5th of November. Now, I've just got to let you guys know as well, I did kind of hint this last week. If you are outside of London, we've got so many fantastic listeners in the Midlands, up north, in between, and you're thinking, I want to listen to Sunrise Retro. How do I do that? That's no problem whatsoever. All 3 stations are available on the Sunrise Radio app and on sunriseradio.com. Okay, so you're not going to miss out. As long as you've got the Sunrise Radio app downloaded to your phone, your tablet, you'll be able to listen to all 3 stations on the Sunrise Radio app and on our brand new look website as well, sunriseradio.com. So tune in from the 5th of November and experience the new sound of Sunrise, more music, more choice, and more ways to connect with the sound of home. And we're so proud to bring this announcement to you here on Sunrise Radio.
Hi, I'm Kavita, and we're so excited to be part of This Girl Can because it's all about celebrating women who move. Since I was a child, I've always loved dancing. I often put on old film songs and have a dance in the kitchen. It's not about being perfect, it's about joy. What's your go-to track when you just want to move? If you've got a story or a moment of movement that brings you joy, please share it on Sunrise Facebook at This Is Sunrise Radio or Sunrise Instagram at This Is Sunrise.